History with Jackson podcast. Hello and welcome to the History with Jackson podcast, and welcome to the Katharine of Aragon Festival special series in partnership with Peterborough Cathedral and Peterborough Museum. Now, this special series is looking and covering the Katharine of Aragon Festival. We will be speaking to some of the historians who are giving Tudor-focused talks and tours around Peterborough and Peterborough Cathedral. We will also be speaking to some of the amazing living historians who are reenacting parts of Catharine's life. This festival commemorates Catharine's amazing life from the 25th to the 29th of January 2024. And if you hear any part of this festival coverage, do try and get down to Peterborough Cathedral to experience some of the events that we are covering. All the information for the events will be in the description below. And without further ado, let's get into this episode of the Katharine of Aragon Festival Special Series. Hello and welcome back to the History with Jackson podcast. You have an extraordinarily tired Jackson and an extraordinarily tired and shattered Abigail Williams. But how are we both doing? Why am I even saying that? Anyway, that just emphasises how tired we both are.
It's been a long couple of days, but the days have been enjoyable, they have been fulfilling, and we are so excited to be able to present them to you.
Yeah, so we're going to recap Saturday. It doesn't even feel like a Saturday anymore.
No, it's a Sunday today.
Yeah, so Saturday, yesterday, we were here, there and everywhere.
Yeah, we were running between the cathedral, we were running between the museum, because both establishments who are jointly supporting and co-hosting the Katharine of Aragon Festival had reenactors and living historians in their premises. So in the cathedral we were graced with the royal court of King Henry and Katharine of Aragon, and in the museum we had a event called At Home with the Tudors, which aimed to give the public more of a hands-on view and glimpse into the lives of everyday Tudors.
It was a really nice complimentary offering by both institutions. You know, I'm looking at the food, I couldn't taste any because it was their lunch. So looking at their food, going away and talking to the barber surgeon. Today we're carrying that on as well, so there's going to be more content today coming out about At Home with the Tudors.
Yeah.
And then going to court as well, interviewing some of those figures and those people in character, out of character, was a really, really nice experience. And then in the evening here at the museum, we spoke to Dr. Onyeka Nubia about his research. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So it was incredibly gratifying for me to listen to Dr. Onyeka, because he is a professor at the University of Nottingham and I am an alumni of the University of Nottingham. I never was taught by him, unfortunately. He joined the university after I'd already done my first couple of years in the history department, and we didn't have any crossover modules. But his research into the Moors of the Iberian Peninsula and the culture in which Catherine would have grown up in, as her parents, Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand, kind of brought Christianity to the forefront of the Iberian Peninsula at the time. It was a really interesting way to see her cultural and sociological impact on English court, and him bringing in these really intricate and well-revised offerings about Catherine's actual influence using Black Moor culture in English culture, and how it has remained to the day was fascinating.
And I don't want to give too much away about it, because we have an awesome episode with him coming out later today, which was awesome. And I forgot you went to the University of Nottingham. You never talk about it at all.
I don't talk about it at all. It's not one of my
So I think we had a jam-packed day. I think yesterday feels busier than it was. That these events went on all day yesterday.
Yes.
But we were just busy creating.
It was a day full of interviews. We spoke to so many people, had some really riveting conversations on and off camera, and I think that's my favourite thing about doing these festivals with you and supporting you with History of Jackson. The people that we are talking to and the insights we are getting, phenomenal.
And it's great to see kids get involved and get inspired by history. I mean, I've held a sword today. That's, I mean, we'll do that. I'll do that in the recap tomorrow. But I've held a sword.
It is already on the social media with History of Jackson. It was a story highlight him holding swords.
And I'm 25 years old, and I'm like, that's awesome, and I can hardly imagine now how a 5-year-old feels holding the same sword that I did.
And those swords were bigger than some of the 5-year-olds we've seen today.
They were. So it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Today we are going around doing at home with the Tudors again. We've just finished that, and then we're going to get through, edit some content, and then this evening, 7 o'clock, we're back at the Cathedral to do City Praise.
Yeah, and it will be the final roundup of the more general public geared events of the Katharine of Aragon programme. Jackson will be partaking in Monday's programme, which is actually the day of Katharine of Aragon's burial, 29th of January, 1536, obviously not 2024. But yeah, today is our last official general public facing day, and we're really excited to bring you all the content that we have created throughout the week.
And there's going to be a couple more interviews
to come.
So we've got hopefully one lined up here with the museum.
Yep.
We have hopefully another one lined up with the Cathedral. It's a jam-packed day, and I'm really excited. I think we've covered a lot. We will do a whole festival roundup at some point, which will be an awesome podcast to just discuss our favourite things that we've done.
Yeah, the pits, the peaks, everything in between.
So thank you very much for listening, guys. Keep an eye out for all the podcasts that are literally just about to hit your feed, probably after you listen to this.